It's 1 a.m. right now. I was just on my Xbox upstairs in the living room listening to some music. My heart's kind of racing. World War III will be the most deadliest conflict in human history. I want the human race to understand this. This term World War III should not be passed around as much as it is in the past 4, 5, 6 days. I was supposed to make this video months ago, so I'm missing out on views. Oh my goodness. I'm missing out on views. I was supposed to make this like in March. It's June, obviously. It's about to be July soon. I was supposed to make this video because I wanted to just freely talk about World War III and how bad it would be. Not like it's a good thing, but I wanted to give people background knowledge on it. World War III will be the most deadliest conflict in human history. There's nothing that will top this shit. This shit's like the Armageddon of all wars. This shit's doomsday. This is doomsday. And we got robots walking around. This is the end of the world. Y'all don't see it already? This is tough. I was supposed to make this video weeks ago, months ago. I missed out on free views. I just wanted to freely talk about it. World War III will be the deadliest, biggest conflict in human history. World War II started in 1939 and ended in 1945. We are in 2025. It's been 80 years. I just talked about it in my last video. It's been 80 years since the prequel. Now I'm hearing about a sequel in the making. World War III, I gotta keep saying it, will be the deadliest conflict in history. World War II is the deadliest conflict in human history. Nothing topped that. And that was 80 years ago. That was with less technology advances. That was right after the Spanish flu. Well, Spanish flu was during World War I. World War II was actually after the Great Depression. 10 years before Vietnam War. Vietnam War started in 1955 and ended in 1975. The Cold War started in the 50s, ended in 1991. The Gulf War was in 1990 into 1991. And then the war on terrorism in 2003. You know what I'm talking about. But World War II is the deadliest war in history, and that was with less technology. Tanks, jets, nuclear power, Hiroshima, all that crazy shit going on. But World War III in 2025, every country has so many advances. Technology's up the ass. We got robots walking around, guns. It's been 80 years, so society was able to thrive and advance and update in the past 80 years. So much has happened. So much shit with politics, so many stuff with terrorism, so many stuff with just upgrades, period. Life is completely different than how it was 80 years ago, obviously. So when people are passed around this term, this will be the deadliest conflict in human history. I always think about this scene right here.
Ethan, the next world war isn't going to be a cold one. It's going to be a shooting war. It's going to be a ballistic war over a rapidly shrinking ecosystem. It's going to be a war for the last of our dwindling energy, drinkable water, breathable air.
I just love Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible best explains this whole topic because it needs to be exaggerated like this. So now that we're hearing about topics of World War III starting, this will be the deadliest conflict in human history. And I'm not getting drafted. You see, I put on my glasses, right? I got bad vision. You can't draft me. And I got asthma. So I'm not good for your war. I'm not drafting. I'm not fighting in your shit. What these politicians, what these presidents need to do is they need to get into a ring and box each other. That's what they need to do. World War III will be a disaster. It will be our doomsday. Nuclear warfare. Destruction. It will be the war for our last drinkable water. It will be our war for our last breathable air. It will be our war for oxygen. It will be our war for safety. Russia has a Satan missile. Russia has a missile called Satan. That missile is bigger than my basement. I'm in my basement, obviously. That missile is bigger than my basement. They have submarines built for warfare. They have submarines built for the apocalypse. They have the apocalypse submarine. The United States have crazy technology. United States, India, Russia, Japan, China have the best militaries on the planet. America got all these type jets, all these type missiles, all these types of weapon advancements. We don't need to be doing this. There's no point in the World War III, bro. Like, what are you doing? World War II is called the most deadliest conflict in human history because it resulted in around 80 million deaths. And just imagine, they call that the craziest time in history. And that is with simpler, less technology. That's just tanks and jets and the nukes. Now we have so much weapon advancements, so many new guns that has been made in the past 80 years. so many new aerial vehicles, land vehicles, trained soldiers. There is so much. Oh, man. Like, the term World War III should not be passed around like it's a flex. To be honest, even before the information that has came out yesterday, because right now is 1 a.m., so last night, yesterday, I've been thought World War III began. I thought World War III began in the 90s and in the 2000s. Like, our countries have been so divided throughout history to the point that I really been feel like it happened. It's just in the beginning steps. I think of it like the scene from Avengers Infinity War when they were setting up in Wakanda, waiting for Thanos to come. That's how I think of it as. But I really feel like it did begin already. And I feel like now is just like the start of the battle. Like right now, you know, like the depth of it. This beats Vietnam, because Vietnam was a war that America should not even joined. And that was considered a deadly trash mess. The United States did not even win Vietnam War. That was pointless. I don't get into politics because it pisses me off and it drains my energy. I don't care about politics because it's going to piss me off. But I remember last year when Trump, before he got voted into office again, he was talking about how he's going to put America first. But the past couple of days, I don't think that's what's going on right now. You're not putting America first. If we're talking about a World War III, means that countries are picking sides. Everybody's picking teams like it's a hood, like it's a gang. You're just picking your side. Like, no, this does not need to be happening. What is going on right now? Like, I already told you, this decade is shit, but this is going to make it even worse. This shit need to be the quickest war in history. If it's going to happen, it needs to be the fastest war. This shit needs to be an hour long. Just wipe Iran off the map. It reminded me of what Geto Boys said.
I'll lay one Miss Laddie right and blow that little piece of shit off the map.
Geto Boys said it the best. My nigga said it the best. He said it the best. And that's 1991. That was after the Gulf War when he made that song and that album. That album came out in July of 1991. The Gulf War was around my birthday in 1991. That was earlier in the year. But you know what I'm saying? It still relates to right now. It's literally, that song relates to what was going on right now. Because this is the sequel, and it is 80 years since the last one, it's going to surpass what was happening now with all the technology advancements, society. Bro, like they could literally have robots fighting these wars. They don't need humans fighting these wars. They're so quick to kill us off. I think of war as a sacrifice. Because you're drafting thousands of young boys. People just graduated high school. Class of 2025. I graduated high school last year, June. 2025, class of 2025, these kids just graduated, and you're going to tell them to go draft and go fight? We have new trash rappers in Hollywood who are in their early 20s. They can get drafted too. We got TikToks, we got streamers and everything. You going to draft them too? This is about to be a crazy, what the hell? Niggas gonna be vlogging while in war. They're going to be vlogging with their Nerf guns. I got a Nerf gun, right? Where's my Nerf gun? Hold on. Kai Cenat in his early 20s. He going to be vlogging, and he going to be holding his gun while he vlogging. He going to be like... Chat. Like, y'all niggas is trying to cause anxiety on our young youth. I was just talking about why men feel depression. Now we gotta talk about military too? Damn, I put my glasses on purpose for this video. Nigga, I can't see. I'm not going out for your war. I got bad vision. Imagine if the government was working on super soldier serum. Brixton lore from Hobbs and Shaw, Captain America, Winter Soldier, or damn near the Century. Like, just imagine if the government was working on super soldier serum that would be crazy to make their soldiers go fight in war. Or even Abomination from Hulk. Like earlier today, I heard, right now it's 1 a.m., so last night, I heard that Trump has moved forward with plans on nuclear areas to go bomb in Iran. And then once he does that, then the whole thing just starts. And it's going to be a domino effect. So then the rest of this video plays into sense. But World War III will be the worst conflict in human history. Now that we have nuclear powers, superpowers in these worlds, it's going to be a mess. Like, I want people to understand how serious this thing is going to be. It's not a joke. It's not a game. They should not be doing this, man. Like, we got other problems. We don't need this. I'm just not feeling it.
Skip it. I don't know. I'm just not really feeling it. World War III, folks. Hard pass. We've got enough going on stateside.
I ain't going to war for a shit talking president. I ain't going to war for a shit talking president.
That's why I fucks with anti-war playlists. Like back in the 70s, they used to have anti-war playlists against, or anti-war music, I should say, not playlists. They didn't have playlists then, but they had anti-war music against Vietnam because they wanted Vietnam War to end. Because the United States joined Vietnam for no damn reason. Anyway, people used to have anti-war songs like back in the 60s and 70s, like a lot of popular rock and roll artists. So that's why I like F a War so much by Geto Boys, because it's like a hip hop song in 1991 during, because he was talking about stuff that was going on in the 90s with Bush and stuff. Pink Floyd, Marvin Gaye, Jimi Hendrix. There are so many music, like so many songs I'm missing out. But there's these. Go to Spotify, type in Vietnam War playlist, or type in anti-war playlist on YouTube or or Spotify, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. And even Bob Marley. Bob Marley used to talk about the war and the hell that was going on Earth. But we don't need a World War III. This is what we're talking about. Like, they're so quick to start violence, but can never solve the problems. They can never feed the poor people. They can never help out the poor communities. They can't do shit, but they want to send and draft people to go kill them. This is a mess. This is disgusting.